Well, hello, buddy. How are you? Oh, I'm great. You're great. Oh, glad to hear it. Show you. You want to show me something? Okay, what is it? Look. Watch. Okay, I'm watching. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. And so, Big Al, and why were we watching that? Ascension. Feast of the Ascension. I don't think I get it. Duh. Up, up, up. Ah, I see. Okay. Jesus went up is what you're thinking. Ascension. Okay, good. Well, Big Al, I would like to actually suggest something different. What? Well, why don't you listen, huh? Better be good. Better be good. Well, we'll see. All right. Okay. But just take a listen. Boys and girls, Big Al suggested that on the Feast of the Ascension, Jesus went up. But I suggest that maybe there's something different. In the readings we just heard, there is an immediate correction to that idea. As the disciples were looking up into the sky, two figures dressed in white tugged on them and said, "Why are you standing there looking up at the sky? That's not the right place to look." Though I suggest for 2,000 years, many of us have remained looking up at the sky, and therefore, unfortunately, missing the point of Jesus and the momentum of God made real in him. I would suggest this. Instead of saying that Jesus went up, I suggest Jesus went in. He went inside time, inside space, inside every moment, every person, inside of what we can see. It is, in some ways, the deepening of the incarnation, which has always been a little bit of a problem for us. On some level, we rather much like the idea of God out there somewhere. God's in some other neighborhood, and I can go visit God there on Sundays in that certain church building, or I'll see God in heaven. But I rather much like God out there because, actually, that's easier. Because what if, instead, we understood the truth that God is as near as my every breath? God is real in the person sitting next to you. That in every moment, if we could see rightly, there is God. It was the promise Jesus made in today's gospel when he said, "Know that I will be with you always. I will be with you always." You don't have to go someplace else to find him. Now, here, wherever I am. The poet Elizabeth Barrett Browning put it so well. She said, "Earth is crammed with heaven, and every common bush afire with God. But only they who see take off their shoes. The rest sit round it and pluck blackberries." Earth is crammed with heaven. Every common bush afire with God. But only they who see take off their shoes. How about you? Do you see? Do you see that this Jesus has not gone from us, away from us, though he's gone from our sight, he's not gone from our lives. And that this very moment and every moment holds him. There are times in my life when I see that more clearly than others. Whether I see it or not, it's still true. There are a few times when it was so real to me, it almost took my breath away. It's very few times. Words are so hard to describe, but for me, at least in those moments, it was as if God was on the other side of everything that I could see. I remember looking at a leaf, and like on the other side of that leaf, there was this energy that I could never describe. I don't know how to put words on it, but somehow I saw deeper for maybe just a moment what is always true. And I hope everybody's gotten some glimpses of that. Somehow, whatever, maybe there's just a moment. Maybe you're looking over your child's bedside as she's sleeping or he's sleeping, and for a moment, you realize what's always true. God is here. Now, I don't know how it happens, but I know that we've got to have our eyes open to see, because I think this is true. We will never know God in heaven until we've learned to know God here. I don't think we'll ever know God in heaven until we've learned to know God here. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love the idea of heaven. I look forward to that life forever. But it's already actually a continuation of the life that's been given me at baptism and that I'm already immersed into now. And the danger is that, like those early disciples, we stand looking at the sky and miss both the gift and the challenge of the life right around us now. The gift of the presence of God always, said Jesus, always, always, always. And the challenge, well, you know what? That better show up in how I live, huh? And Jesus ends this gospel with the great commissioning. Go, make disciples, teach them what I have told you. Help them along the way. Help them to be people of the way. Show them that their life is for others. Give them this way of self-emptying love. And you know, the more we do that, the more heaven is alive already in us. Has been said, we can't enter heaven until heaven has entered us. And the more we live that way, the more we already taste now a bit of the fullness of life to come in the life beyond. It's easy, I think, to decide that God is out there somewhere, some other time, some other place. I'd suggest on this Feast of the Ascension, we need to quit looking up at the sky. And what does it do to you to think Jesus did not go up? He went in. All right, Big Al, well, great to see you again. Yeah. And you were paying attention, weren't you? Okay, so watch what? Just watch, okay. So, Big Al, you're doing that for the Ascension? Why are you doing that? It's cool. It's cool. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, so maybe you were paying attention. So, Big Al, if I were to say then, if Jesus didn't go up, where did he go? Look what? Big Al, inside of you. And you and me. And them, yeah. No, you get it, Big Al. Jesus is right with us now and forever. And you can see that with your eyes. My heart with your heart. Oh, I think you've got it, Big Al. Way to go. Go Cards. Right. And boys and girls, we do encourage you to look, to see Jesus, but you won't see him with your eyes. But you can see him with your heart.